Good morning. It is the 13th. It's a Thursday. I just got through watching a News Now Patrick video. He's filming at jail. He claims he has the right to film it because they are contracted with the government, a government of some sort, to provide jail services. I think he's entirely wrong and retarded. And even if it was considered a government-owned facility, Adderley v. Florida would apply, and as long as the trespass statute is otherwise constitutional, and as long as there is no Oklahoma, I think it was in Oklahoma, as long as there's no Oklahoma statute or constitutional provision that would bar it, they can trespass you from it. So there you go. But the interesting thing on it is in the very beginning he said, did you notice that they were camelbacking us when we first came in here, and they try to be cordial, but then they start filming. Even Patrick is aware enough to know that filming someone can be the modern equivalent of staring at them. It can create a visceral, primal reaction. So that's something to think about. Another thing going on, News Now ashtray. Yeah, I was wrong in my supposition about the about him making the argument, but I think I was making my point, and my point actually was made, that he's not smart enough to come up with that particular argument. Apparently it was spoon-fed to him by News Now Youngstown. You're gonna get pocket time because poop's happening. So, yeah, it wasn't his argument, but he made it, so congratulations to him. He remembered it or wrote it down and spit it out enough to be able to actually make the argument. So that's good. Bigger one right there. All right, you're out of the pocket and everything's going good. I've got a pocket of poop. What could be a better way to start a day than with a pocket of poop? Yeah, so he wasn't smart enough to make his argument himself, to figure it out. And that's really kind of my challenge to him, is that he's not smart enough to take on lawyers and things like that. He got real lucky in that the police, when they wrote the citation, they wrote it for a wrong section. Even the judge cautioned him that had they written it for a different section, then it may have applied, etc. It said, however, I just want to caution everybody that just because someone gets a win doesn't make them smart. Sometimes the facts just dictate that somebody's going to win, and it doesn't matter how dumb you are, how smart you are, you're just going to win because of the facts. And I don't know if the judge would have helped him or not if the judge was aware that it was the wrong section being applied to him. But the judge typically help, especially for people appearing pro se. They will liberally interpret the laws for them. So, and then let's see. Finally, apparently, I'm a communist because I Oh yeah, and back to, just before I go on to that point, back to News Now Ashtray. I am still maintaining, and I know Mudwheeling is just desperately trying to defend this in my comments. I'm still maintaining that there is no indication that the prosecutor or the deputies did what they did because of some butthurt over losing that particular case. Is there disappointment when you lose a case? Sure. I would have to imagine, though, the law being what it is, that particular prosecutor has lost more than one. Simply because, again, it doesn't matter how good or bad you are, the facts will dictate that some are winners and some are losers. So, I still maintain it wasn't. I still believe that the audio and the video both indicate that it wasn't due to losing, because remember, both News Now Ashtray and his wife had left the courtroom before the deputy mentioned that the gal had been filming. Good morning. It's a busy morning out here. Not used to seeing as many people walking around. Anyway, so yeah, it doesn't support his claim. He wants to be a martyr for it. It does appear that it was based on filming. The deputy saw her with her phone up. He has every right to put two and two together and see her with her phone up in a manner that suggests her filming, and coming to the conclusion that she is filming, especially considering that she is closely associated with News Now Ashtray, who's in the business of filming. Huh? It doesn't have to be solid and set in stone. They just need probable cause. Having her phone up in a position where she could be filming and being associated with someone who's known for filming, etc., is enough. Yeah. All right. Now to me being a communist. Let's examine that. My issue with the fat parasite has been that he was denying auditors of clicks and views and thereby AdSense revenue. So it does not appear that I am against auditors making money off their videos. Huh? There must be some other distinction I'm trying to draw. There must be a different line. And the line is the motive, the underlying motive. If your motive is to audit the police and you make money doing it, okay, great. I have no issue with that. If your motive is to get money and you decide to get money by auditing the police, that gets a little stickier. You're going to do different things. You're going to follow the money, not the advocacy. That's not to say necessarily that she can't get advocacy done doing it. But the issue that I've seen is that if your money is tied into there being an issue, your goal is not going to be to resolve the issue. Because remember, your goal is to make money. So if the issue goes away or doesn't exist, then your money goes away or doesn't exist. So her goal will not be to solve the problem, it will be to use the problem to make money. And you'll also see other things. She'll be going after the drama of it. obviously, so maybe she'll start calling the police on herself or doing other dumb things, forcing issues, etc. Anyway, I'm obviously not against people making money off it. I don't make money off it because I don't want to start thinking about the money. I don't want to start thinking about following the money. That, and also I want to avoid the appearance that I'm doing it for money. Because I've been accused of every motive under the sun other than just wanting to help auditors and expose people who are using them and abusing them. And to also protect the community of people who watch the auditors from people who are using them and abusing them. But obviously that can't be my motive, so, because I've got to be the bad guy. Anyway, that's about it. I don't think I have anything else. So with that, I will bid you a fond adieu.